Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beulah Thomas. In today's video, I'm going to share 4 really easy recipes that you can make in your air fryer. So if you've just bought an air fryer or you are a beginner in the kitchen or a professional in the kitchen, these 4 recipes are super duper easy. Anyone can make it. So I really hope you enjoy today's video. Now before we get into the recipes, I just want to say a big welcome and hello to all of my new subscribers this week. I know there have been people checking out our channel and my videos. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, don't forget to do so before this video ends. All right guys, let's get into the recipes and I really hope you enjoy this. First, let's make some masala cashews. For this, you need about a cup of cashews, and for the spices, I'm using about 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of chili powder if you can't handle the spice, half a teaspoon of garam masala, and a pinch of turmeric. You can get all of these ingredients in your local supermarket these days or even an Indian store. And of course, I've got some salt and pepper, and I will be using 1 teaspoon of ghee or coconut oil. So now in the bowl, we've got the cashews, and I've also added in the spices because I was trying to do it with just one hand, recording and mixing it all up. So we've got everything here in the bowl, and what I'm going to do here is I'm first going to give it a good mix, and then we'll move on to the next step. Next, I'm adding in about a teaspoon of coconut oil. So I'm using some organic coconut oil. You can also use ghee. So just pour it over the nuts, and that way all of the spices and the flavoring will just stick on really well to the cashew nuts. Next, we just add in the cashews into the air fryer basket, and I'm just going to spread it out a bit so that the cashews can get roasted nicely. So the temperature is 160 Celsius, and I found that about 5 to 7 minutes was more than enough. You definitely want to keep an eye on the air fryer when you're doing this because the settings are really different in every single air fryer, and the nuts can really quickly burn. So let's put the air fryer on, and then we'll have a look at it in a couple of minutes. A few minutes later, our masala cashew nuts are ready. These are perfect to add to any platter, or if you need some bar snacks, this is just the easiest recipe to make and your friends will love it. This recipe is an easy, cheesy garlic toast. It is kid-friendly, and all you need are 3 ingredients. So it's bread, garlic, butter, and cheese to put this together, and it'll make the perfect afternoon tea snack or something to go along with even pasta. So I'm using sourdough, but you can just use any type of bread that you or your kids like. And I'm also using store-bought garlic butter, but as you know, it's really easy to make garlic butter at home. You just have to mash up some garlic and mix it up with some softened butter, and then just spread it onto your bread. So here I am just gonna apply the garlic butter on every single piece of toast, and then we're gonna top it off with some shredded cheese. You can add a lot more cheese than what I'm adding here. Is just based on your preference. And as you can see in the back, I've got some chili flakes. So I'm going to add some of that on one of the pieces of bread as well. Put the pieces of bread in your air fry basket and then just let it cook around 10 minutes max, probably even less depending on the temperature you're using. So 160 or 180 at 10 minutes, and then you'll have this delicious smelling and tasting pieces of toast that your kids are sure to enjoy. Next up, we've got air-fried cauliflower, a real easy recipe, but it's full of flavor. For this, I'm using half a cauliflower head, a tablespoon of olive oil, half a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So the first thing that I'm doing here is I'm just adding all of the ingredients. I've added in paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, and then the salt. And I also will add some chili flakes because a little bit of spice kick is always good, right? So once you've added in all of the spices, the next step is just to add in 1 tablespoon of the olive oil, and then we're gonna give the whole thing a really good mix so that all of the spices and the olive oil get through every piece of the cauliflower in the bowl. So I've made this recipe a few times, not just for our family, but also for our friends, and they've also enjoyed it. So as you know, cauliflower is a low-carb vegetable. So if you're looking for a low-carb recipe, this is it. You can pair it with any kind of protein and it'll be amazing. After you mixed it all up, pop it into the air fryer, about 180 for about 20 minutes, and then you can pull it out. Make sure you also, keep an eye on your air fryer as it's cooking, because as I said, every air fryer is different. And here you have it, delicious and very beautifully cooked cauliflower with amazing flavor. And finally, a recipe for my non-vegetarian followers. I'm gonna make some Indian chicken nibbles. So I've got about 1 kg of chicken nibbles in that bowl, and I'm adding a couple of teaspoons of garlic paste, and then I'm gonna add a couple of teaspoons of ginger paste as well, and then I'm gonna eyeball all of the rest of the ingredients. So it took me a few minutes to remember how much I put in, but approximately about a teaspoon each of garam masala, and then you add in chili powder, and finally some coriander powder. I eyeball all of the quantities in my recipes. If you are like me, let me know in the comment section below. I'm not the kind who will take teaspoons and tablespoons and try to measure everything. Here I'm adding some onion powder as well. As you can see, I'm eyeballing it. So again, 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder should do, and then of course some salt to taste. So that's pretty much it, and then we're gonna mix it all up together. I cooked this in the air fryer for about 20-25 minutes at 200 Celsius. Again, I made sure it was well cooked, so I gave it a shake and even flipped it in the middle just to make sure it was cooked through and it was all nice and crispy on the outside. So I paired the crispy Indian chicken nibbles with some celery sticks, and then I also added in some ranch dressing as well, and the combination was heavenly. It went down a treat with our family. I really hope you enjoyed those 4 recipes. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like, and also leave me a comment below and let me know which recipe you're gonna try this week. And when you try the recipe, don't forget to take a picture of it and send it to me on my Instagram account, because I would love to see it. If you also want more recipes to try in your air fryer, I've already done another video and I'm gonna tag it up right over there, so make sure you click on it and check that video out straight after this video, because I'm sure you will enjoy that too. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. I look forward to seeing you with a brand new video next Wednesday. Bye everybody!